Guys, check your audio and video settings. Guys, check your audio and video settings. Okay, guys, give me 2 minutes time. I have it. Make one. Guys, please check your audio and video settings. Yeah, today I'll upload. Someone said that other day I have uploaded wrong content. Don't worry. Today I'll upload. I'll upload the correct content. I'll upload both. Yes, boss. I think till other day I was talking about the role of Hibernate in real-time applications. The role of Hibernate in real-time application. One more workflow diagram is there. What is distributed application? How it will be developed? How it will be developed? So I will give that workflow diagram after a few days. Okay. So let's get into Hibernate today. So let me introduce Hibernate, how to download Hibernate, how to install Hibernate, definition of Hibernate, and so that we can slowly start programming part of Hibernate, because we already got basic idea, boss. Okay. Hmm. All right. Sunday no classes happened. Let's come back to the discussions. Yes, here we are talking about Hibernate. Type ORM framework. ORM framework. Otherwise, can I say Java ORM framework? Java ORM framework. There are multiple words here. Or tool. I said, na, some people says framework, some people say tool. Both are correct. Both are correct. Fine. So, but I don't mind calling it as a framework. I don't mind calling it as framework. One more angle is there, boss. Or implementation software of JPA specification. Implementation software of JPA specification. That's it. Implementation software of JPA, because all ORM frameworks are given based on rules and guidelines of JPA specification. We all know that, right? We literally know that. Java persistence API. Listen here. Anyone who joined today by missing initial classes or who missed initial classes, nothing to worry. You joined at right time only. Okay. You joined at right time only. Go to Naresh IT YouTube channel, youtube.com/NareshIT. Go to playlist. Playlist. Go to playlist. In this playlist, super great. We have Java training tutorials by Mr. Natraz. There we have Hibernate playlist is there. Hibernate playlist is there. Fine. Okay. In this Hibernate playlist, so starting 1 minute. Starting yeah, starting 1 minute. Application development, first application development. Okay. Listen, boss. Try to watch starting 10 videos, boss. Enough. Try to watch starting 10 videos. That's enough. Try to watch starting 10 videos. Fine, sir. Okay, what is his name? Array, this is me only, Ra Babu, worst fellow. Right. Okay. Yes, let's come back. Let's come back. Let's come back. Java type Java ORM framework or tool. Fine. Or implementation software of JPA specification. What is that JPA specification? So Java JPA means what? Java Persistence API. Java Persistence API. What is the advantage of it? I already discussed this. It provides set of rules and guidelines to all vendor companies to create the ORM framework, so that all ORM framework will come on based on common rules and guidelines. So that moving from one ORM framework to another ORM framework becomes very, very easy. See, boss, 10 faculties are there teaching Java on the same course browser content. So then what happened? It becomes easy for the student to move from one faculty to another faculty. 10 car companies are there manufacturing car based on common rules and guidelines, so that driver can drive one model car to another model car very easily. Driver can drive one model car with the knowledge of what another model of car driving, because all car manufacturing companies are manufacturing their cars based on common rules and guidelines to bring a uniformness among the ORM framework, to make programmer to move from one ORM framework to another ORM framework very easily and nicely. So this ORM JPA specification came into picture. JPA specification, okay, you feel like that. JPA specification is like a Java course browser. Each ORM framework is like faculty. One Natras sir, one Harikrishna sir, one okay Satish Gupta sir, X sir, Y sir, Z sir. So since all are teaching Java based on common rules and guidelines of course browser, moving from one faculty to another faculty gives a lot of uniformness, lot of commonness. Come on, portability is very easy. Portability is very easy. So that's why it is also called as implementation software of JPA specification. Vendor, originally soft tree company. This soft tree is also acquired by Red Hat, but Red Hat, Red Hat is Red Hat is having separate division called JBoss vendor. Red Hat is having separate vendor called JBoss vendor. Are you understanding my point there? JBoss vendor. So originally it is given by Softtree. Softtree is acquired by Red Hat, but Red Hat is keeping Hibernate under the control of JBoss vendor. So JBoss vendor is the division of Red Hat. It's a division of Red Hat. Vendor means a creator. Company name is called vendor. A division of division of Red Hat. Vendor means company. Creator is called vendor. IKEA is a furniture vendor because they create furniture. Your small hotels are called food vendors. Okay. Small hotels are called food vendors because they create and release food. Microsoft, IBM, Oracle Corporation, Red Hat, all these are vendor company. They create and release. So Wipro, Infosys, Polaris, these are not called vendor companies. They are just software services company or software companies. Software vendor company means who create and release software. Software services company means who uses those softwares and creates the projects, develops the projects. Everyone thoroughly understood my point there. A division of Red Hat. Okay. Version 6.x 6.x under development is not stable version. Compatible with Java 8 or 11. Java 8 or 11. So it is officially given like this. Okay, it never tested with the Java 9 because everyone is happy working with what? Java 8 only. Fine. Abdullah, I'm seeing after so many days, boss. What happened? Are you there? Mr. Abdullah, are you coming regularly? Stable version. Okay. Compatible with compatible with Java 8 or 11. I think in 5.x most right in that one latest is what 5.4.5.4.x. More specific version is 5.4.x. So you want to know what is more latest in that also. 5.4.18. What is this? 2020-06-22. Sixth month only it is this. Sixth month only it is released. Okay, 5.4 point, what is that? 18. What is that version here? 18. Okay, boss. Right, nice. Okay. Are Mr. NK, Mr. MK, you are commenting some Mahesh Bale. That's good. But first check yourself. You are learning Hibernate, you don't know the meaning of vendor. Do you have a privilege to comment some other student? You don't know the basic meaning of what is vendor, and you are taking advantage of commenting some other student. First, try to know what you are before commenting someone, my dear. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, boss. 5.x. 5.1.5 stable version compatible with what? Java 8 or this one. Okay, now how to find out these versions, boss? How to find out these versions? Open this. Just say Hibernate. Hibernate latest version download. You type like this. Go to hibernate.org. See here. Hiibernate.org. Latest stable is 5.4. Under development is 6.x. So 6.x more, 6.0 more info. So Java 8 or 11, it is internally running based on JPA 2.2, JPA 2.4. Okay. Next. So when it comes to 5.4, click on it. Yes. In this one stable, 5.4.18. We have a 18. Got it or not there? Super, boss. It released on 2020 kind of thing. Okay. It's a JPA version is what? 2.2. It is also based on JPA 2.2. So JPA specification also having version. Are Java course browsers also will change time to time, na? As course browser content is changing, faculty also update themselves to conduct those new topics. Okay, na? So Java faculties will have versions. Course browsers also will have versions, right? Na? Fine. Right. Okay. Developed based on this version especially. Yes, we are going to learn 5.4 Hibernate 4.x and 5.x. We are going to learn, boss, both versions. Developed based on and awareness on Hibernate 6.x also I will give. Fine. Developed based on JPA 2.2 specification. JPA 2.2 specification. Array, there will be beta release. Cherry Brahma. The question that came is when it is not completely done, why they released? When it is not completely done, there beta releases will be there. Beta releases. Yeah, saying that I released it, Babu. If take it and work with. If any problems are there, let me know. I will rectify them. Like this, I will do for a few days. Once everything is rectified, then I will call it as a stable one. Beta releases of mobile applications will be there or not there? Will be there or not there? Yes. Let me tell to everyone. Yes, Saturday wrong content is uploaded. Today I will upload both the documents. Don't worry. Concentrate on the subject. So let me give what is the name. What is the name, boss? 7-1. No. Hibernate. Hmm, Fine. Hibernate installation. Hibernate installation. Your installation means zip file here, nothing else. Zip file, that's it. Okay, boss. So Hibernate installation on 6th July. 6th July. Fine. Mr. Sheikh Aziz, if you don't know how to download, that's a problem. Let me say one thing, how to search. People are saying that in Facebook, getting document is becoming very horrible. No, you don't know how to use Facebook. That's why I are saying like that. Today I will show. Don't search in the post. Go to files section. Go to file section. Go to this is my Natraj Java arena. People are searching in the post. Don't do that. Go to files section. You will get only uploaded files. And other than me, generally no one will have a privilege to upload the files. So then it's very easy. Okay. In mobile also there is a file section. Just to scroll horizontally. Okay. Or you can go for bookmark. Whatever it is. You can go for bookmarking. This is very easy to download. Your option also there. You can just happily download. Fine. Got it or not there? Yes. Yeah. Fine. No problem. Initially it looks like this. Creator, Mr. Gavin King. Creator, Mr. Gavin King. Mr. Gavin King. Super. So now let's go for Gavin King, boss. I just want to show his photograph, nothing else. Gavin King images. Yes, he is the Gavin King, boss. He is the Gavin King. This photograph is very popular. He is the Gavin King. And spring person, I think you know, Rod Johnson. Okay. Actually, now he is not focusing much on Hibernate. He hand over that work to other team. He is now focusing to release alternate to Java. Based on JVM only. JVM will not change. Like is planning to release one more Java language. That is Silong. What is that? Silong. It also runs on Java JVM only. You don't know. You know one thing, in the market there are so many JVM based languages. Their programming syntax is different, but one dot class files comes as what? Regular one, and that dot class file can be executed based on Java JVM. So programming wise different, but dot class file all are same. Okay, they are called JVM based languages. Okay, JVM based languages. Like that, Gavin King is also planning to release one JVM based language called Silong. Okay, so another island name near Sri Lanka, because he felt okay. Why Indians are not developing any language or anything? Very simple, boss. Okay. Why? Indians brought up mind culture is not to spend it time and money on creation. Spend the time and money, do job and get the money. Do job and get the money. So our mindset is like that. So our brought up culture is having some issues. That's the reason Indians are not ready to create new things. They are part of a team where creation is happening, but they don't take the lead. because they don't want to spend time and money. Okay, they don't want to spend time and money, but we are part of lead. If someone take an interest and money, and we will be part of that particular team. Okay, Apple computer. Okay, Apple. You observe. So one Indian is there in that particular designing team. In that company, also one Indian is there. But he has not taken the lead because he's not having any interest to spend time and money by taking the lead. He just worked as an employee. Okay, fine. Yes, that's what I'm saying. In Java, collections are designed by Indian only. Joshua Bloch, Indian breed. Joshua Bloch. Collections are given by Indian only. But we don't start creativity on our own. When someone starts, we'll be members of that and we work like a donkeys. We like our donkeys and horses for them. Okay, fine. So let it be. That's not an issue. So right now, JVM based languages. JVM based languages are JVM based languages. Scala, Groovy, Groovy. Anyone else? Anything else? Anything else? Scala, Kotlin. Yes, you are right. Kotlin. Kotlin. I cannot write Silang here. I cannot write Singal. Silang. Okay. Anyhow, Java is there. I need not to write about Java. No doubt in that. So no, not SAP, not Ruby. They are quite different. Okay. So JVM based languages are. Gavin King is planning to give one more JVM based language called Silang. Silang. Fine, boss. Okay, fine. Let it be. So Mr. Gavin King. What is this? Mr. Gavin King. Next, open source, boss. Open source, free. Source code is free. Software is free and source code is free. That's why we can call it as what? Open source. Right. Open source. Next one, to download software. Download software. Download as a zip file. Okay. Download as a zip file. Mr. Akshay, concentrate on Hibernate. Why are you worried about Corona now all of a sudden? Focus. Download as zip file from www.hibernate.org website. You want complete URL? Wait, I will give the complete URL. Website. Hibernate latest download. Hibernate version latest download. Okay, let's go to 5.4 version. Let's go to 5.4 version. Yes. 5.2.3. Oh, this is not giving any option of downloading. Huh? Okay. It's not giving any option of downloading. I think nowadays they are asking us, no, is there? I already downloaded from somewhere. Yeah, here is there. Here, observe this. Download zip archive. Download zip archive. Yes. Download zip archive. Download zip archive. Yes, downloading is started, boss. Downloading is started. Fine, boss. So I want to give the complete URL so that you can use it. Copy this, paste it. Hey, you don't remember and type. I know you are not that much. It's lightweight. It's very lightweight. So I'm pasting the URL. If you are interested, use it. Fine, boss. Reference books. Okay, there is a book called Persistence with Hibernate. Persistence with Hibernate. Okay, by Gavin King. Gavin King itself written that book. But don't read this book before having Hibernate knowledge. First learn Hibernate, then start reading this book. Because that book is not for programmer to students, programmers to learners. That is developer to developer book, programmer to programmer book. One programmer talking to another programmer, senior programmer talking to programmer. Okay, that much high end book that is. So no need of purchasing any book here. Okay. So if you are working with Maven Gradle, no need of installing Hibernate separately. Okay, for few days I will not use Maven Gradle. Understanding my point there. Okay. Okay. For that one, I am just keeping Hibernate ready. But we are working with Maven Gradle. There is no need of installing any software nowadays. So persistence with Hibernate by Gavin King. Right. Okay. But my suggestion is so Hibernate supplied. Hibernate supplied ref docs, API docs plus classroom content is more than sufficient. No need of wasting money. Okay, right. No need of wasting money. No need of wasting money to purchase the book. Okay, fine. Right. Yes, Maven, Gradle, all these are the tools. In future, we are going to learn them. I think this month, 18th and 19th, Saturday, Sunday, we have a workshop on Gradle. Saturday evening, Sunday morning. We have a workshop on Gradle. Okay, na? Right. First, we will work with the Gradle. After a few days, again, Maven will be introduced and Maven will be utilized. Okay, na? Right. Don't waste your money on books. Fine. Okay, boss. Log4j also will be conducted one by one, one by one. Don't take tension. Type, vendor, version, creator, open source. This is to download software. This is for what? Right. Reference books. Okay. Sir, I want to install it, sir. How to install it? Extracting zip file is nothing but installation. Okay. Extract zip file. Okay, boss. To attend Gradle, no prerequisite. Basic Eclipse knowledge is sufficient. Okay. Okay. Extract zip file. Yeah. What is the name of the zip file I got? Downloads section. Today's file is this. Copy that. This is paste. Oh, copy this. Say paste. Fine, boss. This is to install software. Extract zip file. Hibernate release okay, 5.4.1. This one. Okay, to attend Maven also Eclipse knowledge is enough. There is no need of any other knowledge. Core Java plus Eclipse is enough to work with what? Maven Gradle. Focus. Please come back to the subject. Okay. So this is the basic knowledge of what? Hibernate, boss. Basic introduction. But when you install Hibernate, you will get multiple folders. Let me take a copy of it and let me save it. Copy G drive, softwares, Hibernate, save paste, save paste. Okay, save paste, See, earlier they have Hibernate 5.4.7. Some magic happened here. Did you notice this? Hibernate 4.5, 4.7 also they used to have, but now they started revising it. They started revising it and set back to what? Hibernate 4.18 only. Okay, we'll work with this latest only. Okay, we'll work with this what? Latest only. So earlier they used to given this kind of numbers, but now they are revising back. So 5.4.18. We'll work with this latest version only. Don't worry. Extract here. Extract here. What is this? Eat dry. Hibernate 5.4.18 soft. 5.4.18 soft. Five point 4.18 soft. I'm just overriding it, boss. Yeah, like the Spring installation, boss. Spring. But if you use Maven Gradle, no need of downloading software like this because they're having capability of getting Hibernate Spring jars or any other technology framework jars dynamically from internet. Literally, solidly, dynamically from what? Internet. They have that capability. They have that capability. Here is my E drive. So we have extracted 5.1.8 Hibernate. Oh, what's happening, boss? Where E-Dry I have chosen? Fine. I think I have chosen E-Dry. Hibernate 5.1.8. Yes, this is called Hibernate Home, boss. This is called Hibernate Home. That's it. Okay. So this is logo of the Hibernate. This is definitely logo of the Hibernate. It takes bit time. A small logo here. Small logo. This is the logo of the Hibernate. Fine. Changelog.txt will help us to know which software is released in which year. Which software is released in which year. Check it out. Which software is released in 5. April 16, 2020. 5.1.3 March 26th what? 2020. Yeah, you can say patches info also. February 20. Okay, which this is helps. And which is removed, which is not removed, which is bug, which is tracking environment, nothing else. Changelog.txt file. Okay. So how I can use it, sir? Array, you are keeping some projects in your resume when you are showing gap as experience. And you have to keep one project as a 3 years back project. But you don't know before 3 years which version of Hibernate was there or not there. Which version of Hibernate is there or not there, really we don't know. Which version of Hibernate is there, which version of Hibernate is not there, really we don't know. Are you understanding my statement there or not? Okay. So at that particular time, we can see this one and we can get to one conclusion. Oh, I can keep this version. I cannot keep this version. For example, 3 years back, Hibernate 4.5.4 is not there. But you collected project description from your friend. Your friend's first project, you want to keep it as a 3 years back project. Let us assume because you got other first project. You copy pasted as it is. But 3 years back, there is no Hibernate 5.3 or 5.4. Okay, but you kept it, and interviewer observed it, and it does not take much time to know you are a fake candidate. Because when version is not released, but you worked on that version and you completed project, released project. So definitely you will be caught red-handedly or not there. You will be caught red-handedly or not there. Are you understanding my point there? So that's why changelog.txt file is useful, okay, for tracking of various releases of version, various releases of Hibernate. Understanding my statement there? Is that clear? use Hibernate home slash. Hibernate home means where Hibernate is installed, boss. Hibernate home slash changelog.txt file. For Spring also not, I think Spring is not giving what to do. You have to go and search in the internet only. Okay, txt file to know which version is released in which year. Which version is released each year. Yeah, if you have a 5.2, fine. Anything above 5.2, okay for me. If you are having 5.1, delete it and go for 5.2. Otherwise, keep one copy of 5.1, one copy of above 5.2. Fine. Array, latest version, how much minutes it taking? 2 minutes time download. Now, what is there in that? So, release. And yes, yeah. 35 MB, such a small and lightweight one. Yes, here we are having, yeah, LGPL is one license document here. Don't worry, it's a license document. So terms and condition, trial license, all these things will be there. Though it is a free, but people cannot misuse as they want. Okay, so that's why one license document they have given. Documentation contain Java documentation. This is API documentation, boss. This purely contains API documentation. Next, here we are having user guide, topical, quick start, integration guide. These are reference documentations. These are reference document. HTML single, Hibernate user guide. Hibernate user guide. Here it's some kind of book kind. See, architecture of Hibernate. Data access layer. Okay, we will talk about all this stuff. Don't worry. Hibernate, that Hibernate internal uses JDBC. It will talk to what? RDBMS database software. Understanding my point there. So this kind of help, pure help is there. Locking, fetching, batching, caching, HQL plan, JPQL, everything is available here. Documentation, boss. Hibernate home slash what folder? Documentation folder. What folder? Documentation folder. Folder gives API docs and reference docs. API docs and reference docs. API docs are reference docs. Are you getting my point there or not? Fine. Next one, LIB, boss. Jars. LIB jars. Yes, boss. All the topics what is there in the documentation will be covered directly or indirectly. Fine. So this one contains jars, boss. Libraries. LIB folder contain libraries. Yes, this is minimum jars. These are minimum jar, required minimum jars. Some of them are main, some of them are dependent. Whatever it is, these are minimum things. Okay. These are optional. In different situation, we'll work with the different jars. For example, this one, while working with a different connection pool, different jars. While working with different options, we have different jars, boss. So, Hibernate home slash Hibernate home slash LIB folder gives. Okay, libraries. Libraries, nothing but jars. LIB folder gives libraries. That's done, boss. Next, project. This is having multiple things, boss. Some common utility classes. Common utility files are classes which can be used again and again in different projects. Source code. Source code is also available. For example, you take etc folder. Some utility files will be there which will be used again and again in a Hibernate application development. Cool. Next, there is a source code also available. They will give source code also. They will give what? Source code. For example, this core folder is there. It will be giving source code. It will be dealing with what? Source code. Tell me here. Configuration.java. Configuration.java. Yes. Configuration dot dot. We are able to see the source code now. Yes. This what is why are you opening this class, sir? Hmm. Where is I want this is one class whose object activates Hibernate framework. If you want to activate Hibernate framework, you just need to create only one object, that is configuration object. So that's the reason we say it is lightweight, lightweight, lightweight. See, to activate framework, you need not to do big things. One class is there, create object of it, Hibernate framework is automatically activated. In Spring also, Spring containers are lightweight. Okay, why sir? To create Spring container, one predefined class is there, just create object for that. Just create object for that. Spring container is ready. Spring container is ready. And I can see the source code. I can see the source code. Fine. So what is this? Hibernate home slash Hibernate home slash what folder? Okay, project folder gives. Project folder gives. Yeah. Project folder gives. Project folder gives. Yeah. Okay. Utility files, comma classes. That means reusable. Source code. Source code. Sample applications and projects. Sample applications and projects. Yes, and etc. So these are the three important folders here. One is documentation. One is lib. One is project. One is a project. Can we create custom Hibernate? You can create, but you should have a good grip on JPA specification. And if you want to create custom Hibernate, why are you sitting in Hibernate batch, Rao, arrest fellow? Vikasha Mishra. When you want to create your own Hibernate, why are you trying to learn existing Hibernate? Okay, create one more ORM framework, give your own name. What is that? Misrajika ORM. Misrajika ORM, right? Fine. Fine. Yes, it's possible. See, someone created means we also can create. But whether are we having that maturity or not, that matters. Okay. Are we having that maturity or not? Are we having that capability or not? Okay. Okay. Hibernate and JPA are not same. Both are different. JPA is a specification. Hibernate is the implementation software. JPA is like Java course browser. Hibernate is like faculty. Hibernate is like faculty. JPA is a plan. Hibernate is the implementation. JPA is like a building plan on the paper. Hibernate is building itself. Hibernate is building itself. Okay, right. Are you understanding my point there or not there? Okay. Akshay Boucher, you are asking me, why don't you create your own language? Language creation is not one person. Language creation is not one person. It's a teamwork. Okay. It's a teamwork and that needs lot of passion, creativity, time, revenue, and be ready for failure. Because if people creates 100 languages, hardly 2 languages will hit. Okay. So that's why some people will have interest in that mode, some people will not have interest in that mode. Okay. So Mr. Akshay Buse, why are you eating someone's food? Why don't you create your own food? Why don't you go and cultivate food? Why don't you go and cultivate food? Okay. Why don't you cultivate food? Why are you trying to eat someone's food? Worst fellow. Hmm. Okay, boys. Shall we get into the discussions? Right. So now let me go for official definition of Hibernet. Official definition of Hibernet. Official definition of Hibernet. Hibernet is an open source. Someone asked, what is Hibernet? ORM framework. What is Hibernet? ORM tool. Okay. What is, but still is not ready to listen you. Then you try to say why it is named like. Okay. Then you try to say this elaborated definition. Elaborated definition. Fine. Okay, boss. Fine. What's happening, guys? What's happening? Shubhanshu Gautam, why are you pasting this code to me? Why are you pasting this code to me? At the rate means entity. You cannot wait. I'm giving last warning to everyone. Some people are pasting URLs of books. Some people are pasting sample codes. Some people are pasting internet definitions. If you cannot listen, if we cannot listen the class, okay, I will explain why Hibernate is named as Hibernate. I will explain. Next discussion is that only. If you cannot listen the class, get out. If you don't want to listen the class, get out. I don't have any problem. I'm not begging anyone to attend my classes. In online classes, self-discipline is very, very important. Subhanshu Gautam, can't you wait until I introduce this one? Please. First listen. Without listening, if you do like this, how class will go further? Right. Hibernate is an what? Open source, lightweight. Lightweight. Hibernate is an open source, lightweight, portable. Okay, what is this? Open source, lightweight, portable, portable, uh, integratable. What is this? Integratable, integrated. Fine. Portable, integrated. What are the other words I want to add? What are the other words I want to add? It's a free, that's why lightweight, that's why portable, that's why integrated, Java based, ORM framework or tool, tool that is given based on that is given based on JPA specification rules and guidelines. Rules and guidelines to develop objects based persistence. Objects based OR mapping persistence logic. OR mapping persistence logic. OR mapping persistence logics. That's it, boss. Everyone, please read on your own. Hibernate is an open source, lightweight, portable, and integrated Java based ORM framework or tool that is given based on JPA specification rules and guidelines to develop objects based OR mapping persistence logics. Object relational mapping. OR mapping means object relational mapping. OR mapping persistence logics. Everyone got the clarity there or not there? Super. Let's try to understand one by one. Open source. Given by whom? ORM framework or tool. Given by Gavin King, na? Given by Gavin King, given by JBoss vendor. Already highlighted, boss. Not required. Leave it. Open source. Yeah, when we install Hibernate framework, not only it's a free, we will get its a source code, and everyone can read the source code, can understand the source code to use Hibernate in a better way and to create better alternate to Hibernate. To create better alternate to Hibernate. So that's the reason we can say Hibernate is an open source framework. That's the reason we can say Hibernate is what? An open source framework. Understanding my statement there or not there? Yes. Right. So you may ask me one question. If everything is free, source code free, software free, no single NP revenue will come when someone uses Hibernate. Okay. Okay. Then improvisation to Hibernate will be done by Hibernate company only. I mean to say Softtree or Red Hat company only. And that is nothing but next release of Hibernate. Mr. Ravindra Nallamotu, you are not analyzing subject properly. If outsiders are doing improvisation, okay, it's not going to work out because that will be there with them only. So that's why Hibernate people only do improvisations and they will release as a next version. Then it is publicly visible. Or if you have a major improvisation, then also you have to inform to, okay. Then also you, okay. Then also you have to inform to Hibernate people and they will verify whether it is good or bad. Whether it is good or bad. If it is good, they will include in the next release. But on our own, if you can do improvisation because you have access to source code, but no use. That will be with you only. When it is just with you, what's the use? No one will recognize it. Fine. So that's why we always, okay, we always use Hibernate. Use Hibernate. Fine. They will never give any credit to anyone, boss. Fine. Let's go for open source. Yes, you can give suggestions. You can definitely give suggestions. Not a problem at all. Okay. Fine. Okay. Tell me, along with Hibernate installation, we get its a source code, and moreover Hibernate is free software. Hibernate framework is free software. This makes Hibernate as this makes Hibernate as an open source, as an open source framework. This makes Hibernate as an open source framework. I think everyone convinced with me, right? Now listen. Okay. Acha, one more word I want to add. I want to add lightweight, portable, non-invasive. What here? Non-invasive. Non-invasive. I will talk that also. Don't worry. So this makes. I think everyone understood why Hibernate is open source. Come on. Right. So now listen. How companies will survive? Don't disturb the flow, because if you disturb the flow, sometime I may start a topic, I may skip to your questions. Fine. Please let me complete the topic, then you ask relevant questions. So till yesterday you are okay, but today I don't know what's happening. Today what's happening? Till Saturday you are so nice. You are quite nicely listening the class, but today you are behaving a bit differently. I will answer every question, no doubt in that. Let the flow happen. Let the flow happen. Okay, fine. If I'm ignoring some question, don't put that question again and again. I'm intentionally ignoring. That will be discussed in future. Or I don't want to answer at the time. Then keep the question till the end. Ask at the end. Ask at the end. Are you understanding my point? And to attend Hibernate, JDBC is required, or at least JDBC and Hibernate you have to do parallelly. Understanding my point? So those who missed classes, please watch videos. Please watch videos. In online classes, some cooperation with faculty is very important. And from your side also, self-discipline is required. Today evening 4 o'clock, I am starting new advanced Java that starts with JDBC topic. Which topic? JDBC topic. Fine. Let's come back. Right. Now listen, let me complete that point. Let me complete that point. How open source companies are surviving. How companies will survive if they release software as what? Open source. Okay, software is free, but software byproducts are not free. So they do business on what? They do business on what? Byproducts. Are you understanding my point there? They do business on byproducts. For example, Hibernate certification exam is there, very costly exam. 10-15,000 they will charge as exam fee only. Similarly, Java is open source, but Java certification exams are very costly. OCJP, OCJA, some certification exams are there. Like clearing them, exam fee is very costly. Certification, by offering certification exam, by offering training for certification exam. So they will have a separate training division also to make you people ready to give that exam. So for that training also they charge money. For training they charge money. For writing exam fee also there. Okay, number 3, by conducting corporate trainings. Maybe in India, Amirpet kind of environment is there. That's why not required. But in other countries, Amirpet kind of environment is not there. So that's why the vendor itself will come and conduct some corporate trainings. So at that time, they will charge money. Okay. Next, if any company is stuck up in the middle of the project, some serious issue has come because of the framework or because of the software that we are using. Then okay, then they will come and solve the problem. So we will utilize their services and they charge money. At that time they charge money in our basis. They charge money on our basis. Are you getting my point there? Yes. So like this they will do business. They will do business like this. Software is free, but byproducts are not free. Understanding my point there, right? Now listen. To get into software industry based on Java, certification exams are not required. So if there, they are added advantage. If not there, also no problem. But once you complete 5 years, 6 years, if no certification is there, they will not consider as a great candidate. So to enter into industry as a fresher or to show gap as experience, certification is not required. After you entered into industry, after spending few years, okay, one or other certification you have to clear to tell that I'm a more qualified programmer, more matured programmer. Sun Microsystem itself qualifying my knowledge, I mean to say, okay, Sun Microsystem itself confirming my knowledge, okay, what is that, recognized my knowledge, I'm a certified programmer. So, but to get into industry, don't waste your time on certification, exam preparation, writing exam, clearing exam. That's a big mess. It takes a lot of time. Okay. So if you focus on regular courses, learn them, gain the knowledge, practice them, and keep yourself ready to go and give interviews. Keep yourself simply ready to go and give interviews. Everyone got it? Yes. Fine. No benefits are there for paid software. They say we give all these things at free of cost services. But nowadays, open source also big stack overflow kind of environment is there. Big forums are there. Their discussions are happening and people are getting help also. Fine. Right. After getting into job, then we can write such exams. Yes, that's what I'm saying. After getting into job, after working for a few years, once in a while you will be on the bench. That means you will be in the free pool. One project is completed, to join another project some time is there. So 1 month, 2 months you will be on the bench. 1 month, 2 months you will be in the free pool. So instead of playing snooker game and other game by coming to company, when you are in the free bench, when you are on the bench, do one thing, utilize that time to prepare for exam, okay, and write the exam. Okay, in some special situation, company only will sponsor that exam. Company only will sponsor the exam. Why, sir? Because company can show more certified programmers in the company's profile. So company can present like this: I have 500 employees. In that one, 300 employees are certified employees. Only 200 employees are non-certified employees. So that means what? Weightage of the company profile will increase. So that's the reason sometimes, okay, they will only sponsor the exam. Sometimes they sponsor 50%, they will ask to you to take care of another 50%. You to take care of what? Another 50%. Are you getting my point there or not? Yes. This is what your open source wording. Next one, lightweight. Next one is what? Lightweight. Yeah, tell me. Hibernate framework comes in the form of zip file having 35 MB. So this makes lightweight. This makes what? Lightweight. Are you understanding my point? Hibernate applications, Hibernate persistence logic can be executed on the top of JVM directly without you having high-end containers, heavyweight containers and servers. JVM on the top of JVM, yes, you are ready to work with Hibernate persistence logic. To develop and execute Hibernate persistence logic, we just need JVM and Hibernate libraries. That's it. JDK, nothing but JDK or JDK oblique JVM and Hibernate libraries. So no need of any heavyweight web servers and application servers. You look at servlet technology here, servlet component. Okay, we need to have a JDK, JVM, container, server. So servlet libraries like this. Many things are multiple things are required. Many things are what? Multiple things are required to execute, to compile and execute Hibernate applications. Sorry, servlet application. to run servlet application, but Hibernate not required. That's the reason it is what? Lightweight. Understanding my point there? To install Hibernate, Oracle installation is not required. But since Hibernate persistence logic wants to talk with one or other database software, so you have to keep one or other database software ready. Since Oracle is the market leader, and I'm also going to work with Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL. Total 3 database software: Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL. Total 3 database software. First, you keep Oracle ready. Later, you can keep MySQL and PostgreSQL database softwares ready. Later, you can keep remaining 2 database software. But there is no rule like before installing Hibernate, only Oracle should be installed. Okay, without Oracle, we cannot install Hibernate. Such rules are not there. Okay, both are two independent installation. Anyhow, Hibernate is there to make its persistence logic talking to what? Database software. So that's the reason. Okay, you should keep one or other database software ready. Hibernate is lightweight because Hibernate framework Hibernate framework is given as zip file having less size, 35 MB, having less size. Next, to develop and execute Hibernate persistence logic. To develop and execute Hibernate persistence logic. Okay, we just need okay, JDK/JVM and Hibernate libraries. Hibernate libraries. What libraries? Hibernate libraries. Continuation libraries. That means there is no need of अच्छा 65 MB fine yaar, not a issue. After extraction 65 MB fine, whatever it is. Okay, fine. Otherwise, you write this one in MBs. Fine. Okay. Mr. MK, when I introduce Maven Gradle, I will talk about why we use Maven Gradle when these zip files are given. Please let me discuss right topic at right place. Right topic at right place. Okay, na? What is the advantage of Maven? What is the advantage of Gradle? I will talk when I introduce them. Please show some maturity while listening classes. Okay, boss. Right. And there is no need of arranging the heavy weight. Okay. Servers and containers. So these two reasons makes Hibernate as lightweight. Next one is what here? Portable. Next one is what? Portable. Next one is what? Portable. Are you getting my point there or not there? Yes. What is portable? Using Hibernate, we can develop objects-based persistence logic, which is portable across the multiple database softwares. which is database software independent, nothing but portable across the multiple database software. Nothing but changing database software in the middle of, okay, boss, changing database software in the middle of the development, in the middle of the production is very, very easy. Very, very easy. Software company is small company. It cannot afford Oracle. No problem. Let them develop entire Hibernate persistence logic based on MySQL. In the production, they are using Oracle. Okay, same persistence logic without having any changes. We can use in production environment. We can use in what? Production environment. After release, production. Okay, when it is in company under development mode. Under development mode. Everyone convinced with me or not there? So this makes Hibernate persistence logic portable across the multiple database softwares. Portable across the multiple database software. Everyone convinced with me or not there? Come on, my dears. Understood my point or not? Everyone. Definitely portable across the multiple database softwares. Yes. Yeah. Using Hibernate, we can develop objects-based persistence logic without SQL queries. This persistence logic is database software independent, portable across the multiple database software. Okay. Due to this changing database software in the middle of the development, in the middle of the production, is very, very easy. Is very, very easy. Are you understanding my statement there or not there? Come on. Getting clarity here or not there? Okay, boss. Using Hibernate, we can develop persistence logics. Okay, logics. Logics. Persistence logic as objects based persistence logic without using any SQL queries support. Without using any SQL queries support. This makes Hibernate persistence logic as database software independent persistence logic. Independent persistence logic. And also portable across the multiple database softwares. Portable across the multiple database software. Note. Okay. This feature helps to change the database software in the middle of the development. Also in the middle of the production. Also in the middle of the production. Also in the middle of the production. Everyone got the clarity here or not there? Come on. One is open source, one is lightweight. Fine, yeah. Next one, non-invasive. What's the next word? Non-invasive. Every word I will explain here. Today our target is that only. I think, is there anyone? Okay, boss. Mr. Sanjay Kumar, Why are you talking big things, Rababu? JP annotation, Hibernate annotation. Please, Rababu. Please. I'm if you know already Hibernate, why are you showing your talent in front of me? All these are the discussion which comes later in the coding. I didn't start my first application, nothing. And you are trying to show your talent in front of me. If you already know Hibernate and JPA, go and show talent in front of interviewer. At least job will come. At least parents' money will not be wasted. Why are you trying? What is the use of showing your talent in front of me? At least support parents. Please, the people who are learning Hibernate second time, third time, or who already know little bit of Hibernate here and there. So if you cannot control your excitement, if you are trying to show your talent, it's not going to work out, because my target audience is first time listener, not the person who knows Hibernate second time, third time. First time you didn't learn properly, that's why you are attending second time. Second time also, if you do like this, again it will lead to third time. Unnecessarily your energy waste, my energy waste, and others in the batch will be disturbed. And for the sake of 1-2 people, I am not ready to disturb. For the sake of what? 1-2 people, I am not going to disturb my whole batch. Nearly 600-700 members are there. Rather, I prefer removing those 1-2 people instead of what? Disturbing entire batch. That is my policy. I always think about majority people only. Okay? Not the minority people. Are you understanding my point there? You didn't study properly, you don't have confidence to face interview, that's why you are sitting for the second time. And here also, if you disturb the flow, again one more time, same thing. Last warning to those people, okay, who already know bit Hibernate and trying to show their talent in the chat box. Anyhow, I will ignore them. But if I feel you are irritating me and you are disturbing the whole batch, I don't have any second thought to remove you forever. Later, your karma. Okay. So I believe in incremental learning. One by one, we are learning. Okay. Right. Now tell me, what is next one? Non-invasive. What is invasive or what is non-invasive? Right. Listen carefully. Let us try to understand what is the difference between. What is the difference? Already some people studied Spring with me, right? Invasive. Invasive programming and non-invasive programming. Non-invasive programming. Yes. First, try to understand what is invasive programming. Invasive programming. Yes, the people who already studied in Spring, cooperate with me. I have to explain one more time. Fine. Anyhow, you will get revision also. Not a problem. Okay. Now listen. In invasive programming, the classes of the programming, the classes what we develop in the programming, okay, it does not implement technology or framework API interfaces, does not extend from technology or framework API classes. That means they are not tightly coupled with what? Technology and framework API. Sorry, invasive programming, na? Okay, invasive programming. I'm telling reverse. All cancel. Again, listen carefully. In invasive programming, the classes what we develop should implement technology or framework API interfaces, or should extend from technology or framework API class. Technology or what? Framework API class. That means these classes are tightly coupled with the technology and framework API. Let's take one example. I'm developing Java class in Hibernate. But Hibernate says I will recognize that Java class only when it implements what? Hibernate API interfaces or extend from Hibernate API class. So then that comes under what? Invasive programming. What programming? Then that falls under which programming? Invasive programming. Another real life example, joining in the company. What here? Joining in the company with bond. With bond. You like or you don't like, you have to stay in the company only. So that is invasive programming kind of thing. What invasive programming says? A programmer, okay, a programmer, okay, come to one technology or framework, use it, develop the software projects, and make sure that those projects are forever in the same technology and framework. If you want to go to, if you want to take your code to other technology framework, you cannot. You cannot. Servlet is invasive only. Servlet is invasive technology. What invasive technology or framework says? A programmer, come to me, use me, develop the application using me. Forever stay with me. If you want to go, I don't allow you. Because each class you develop is technology dependent or framework dependent. How? That class directly or indirectly what? That class directly or indirectly implements or extends from, okay, underlying technology or framework interfaces and classes. So it says, a programmer, come to me, use me, and forever stay with me. If you want to go also, you cannot go. No, sir, I will take these classes and I will use in another framework, other technology. No, because already these classes are tightly bound with, tightly coupled with current technology and what? Framework APIs. It's something like this here. Marriage commitment between boy and girl. Marriage commitment between boy and girl. Okay, once done, it is 60, 70 years project. You like or not like, you have to stay that. I'm just kidding. Don't take seriously. Examples, boss. Struts is invasive framework. Servlet technology is invasive technology. JDBC technology is also what? Okay. JDBC technology also invasive technology. Especially servlet here, because every servlet class should implement servlet interface directly or indirectly. If not implemented, that class will not be treated as a servlet. Will not be treated as a servlet. We all know that. Are you getting my point? So that's why that is invasive. Tell me, invasive programming is good programming or bad programming? Definitely bad programming. If I develop my project using Hibernate framework, I want to use logics, classes, whatever there inside the project in another framework. Sorry, you cannot use it. You have to stay with what? This one. When if Hibernate is given as what? Invasive. But luckily, Hibernate is not invasive. Hibernate is what? Non-invasive. Servlet technologies, struts programming, struts based projects are what? Invasive applications. What applications? Invasive applications. Okay, boss. Here, the classes of application development are tightly coupled with underlying framework or technology APIs. Technology APIs. That means, okay, that means, okay, the application classes should implement or extend from underlying framework or technology API interfaces or classes. Okay. Here we cannot move application classes to what framework? Other frameworks for execution. Here we cannot move application classes to other frameworks for execution. Are you understanding my point there? Okay, we cannot move other frameworks or technologies for what? Execution. Right, boss? Example, struts 1.x is a framework. Next, servlet is a technology. We can definitely feel they are what? Invasive frameworks or invasive technology. Someone asked me, servlet is invasive, why it is not outdated, sir? Why it should be outdated, na? Because every day, nowadays, everywhere people are using non-invasive. Okay. Still, servlet containers and web servers are not developed to support what? Non-invasive programming. So the day we get the support for what? Non-invasive programming, one day they will change servlet technology also non-invasive. They don't take much time to do that. Okay. So still they're waiting servlet container and web server upgradation, boss. Once that upgradation is over, we may expect in future servlet as what? Non-invasive technology also. What technology? Non-invasive technology. So we are having what? Non-invasive programming. Non-invasive programming. Here the classes of application development are loosely coupled with underlying framework or technology API. What do you mean by underlying? Or in which that application is developed? Servlet class. Underlying technology is what? Servlet technology. Java class, underlying technology is what? JDK, Java. Hibernate application classes, underlying technology is what? Underlying framework is what? Hibernate. Class in Spring programming, okay. Underlying technology or framework is what? Spring framework. Okay. Class in web services programming, what is underlying technology? Web service. If web service is SOAP-based, web service is REST-based, whatever it is. Are you understanding my statement there or not there? So the full and final conclusion is here frameworks are technology says. Non-invasive frameworks are what technology says. Hey programmer, come to me. Use me by developing lots of classes as ordinary classes and ordinary interfaces, simple class and simple interfaces, without implementing technology or framework API interfaces, without extending from technology or framework API classes. How much you are happy with me? Stay with me. Okay. No, you didn't like me. Do one thing. Take your classes, give to another framework. Same classes means they are ordinary classes and ordinary interfaces. They are ordinary simple classes, right? Same classes can be used in another framework environment also. Another framework environment also. It's something like this here. Here he is the employee of the developer acting as an employee of one software company. That means forever he has to work with that company only. Here developer acting as a freelancer programmer. If company one gives work, he will work for company one. If company two gives works, he will work for company two. Consultant, freelancer, they are not specific to one organization. Whoever calls, they will work for them. Maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year. Are you understanding my statement or not? Okay. So non-invasive programming says, non-invasive framework or technology says, hey programmer, come to me, use me, Okay, whenever you want, you leave it. You allow when leaving, you can take your classes because they are ordinary classes. They can be used in another framework. They can be used in another technology. I don't know. I know you don't leave me, but if you want to leave your karma, leave it. So you can still take your classes and can execute in what? Another framework environment. Come on, my dears. Are you getting my point there or not? Real life example, joining in the company without bond. As long as you are comfortable in the company, stay there. Not like it, move to another company. Joining in the company without bond. Next, living together relationship. Living together relationship. Each one, two people will be there, boy, girl. They will talk to each other. Fine. Okay, let's stay together. I know you don't leave me. I know you don't leave me. If you want to leave me, your karma. No problem. I am not tying with me. Your karma. Go. That is what? Living together relationship. Are you getting my point there or not? Yes. Hibernate, Spring, Struts 2.x, latest web services. All these are supporting what? Non-invasive programming. That's the reason we are able to move to one VRM framework to another VRM framework very easily. Okay, one framework to another framework, we can move the classes very easily because latest trend is non-invasive. Trend is what? Non-invasive. Everyone convinced with me or not there? Here the classes of application development are loosely coupled with with underlying framework or technology APIs. That means application classes do not implement or extend from underlying underlying framework or technology API framework technology API interfaces or classes. Here we can move application classes to other frameworks and technologies for execution because they are developed as ordinary oblique simple Java classes. They are developed as ordinary or simple Java classes. Example, all versions of Hibernate from the beginning. Hibernate all versions. Spring all versions. Okay, Spring all versions. Struts 2.x, and etc. What's the real life example for this, boss? What's the real life example for this? Joining in the company. What is this? Joining in the company. Come on. Joining in the company with bond. Joining in the company with bond. That is invasive programming. Yeah, you write your own examples, boss. I don't have any issue. Red color. Joining in the company without bond. Yes. We got one more example, one more reason. What is this? Non-invasive. What is this? Non-invasive. Sir, why are you giving this kind of examples, sir? Are these many wordings? Array, if you don't explain, okay, what is invasive, what is non-invasive, this terminology, if you don't speak properly about definition, how they will realize whether they are good or strong in hibernate? Got it? So don't think that it is lot of theory. It is not theory. All these things reflects in our coding. So tomorrow onwards, until I say first three applications are completed, first three applications are completed. Are you getting my point? Don't dare to miss the classes. Lot of coding related background preparation takes place, then coding happens. Coding we do for 1-2 days for the first application, but it's a background preparation. It takes 1-2 days time. So 1-2 days for background preparation, 1-2 days for complete coding. So everyone, please keep Eclipse ready in your system, Oracle database software in your system, today's Hibernate ready in your system. These three things are required to develop the first application, right? I think we have one, two other words. What are those one, two other words? Okay, integrated framework I have to explain and all this stuff. So they don't take much time. So tomorrow onwards, okay, they don't take much time. Tomorrow onwards, we are going to, okay, prepare background to develop the first application. Very, very first application. Right? Everyone getting my point there or not there? Yes, you will get the meeting ID to your email account. Our people are a bit slow nowadays. Okay, in 1-2 days they will send, don't worry. When they are saying attend the classes, attend, now fine, what is there in that? Okay, today I will upload both documents, Saturday document and Monday document, not a issue. So let me take few FAQs from your side. Yes, the people who kept questions in the brain or whose questions are ignored in the middle of the discussion. Can I have MySQL instead of Oracle? Yes, you can have. MySQL also required, in future required. Okay, tomorrow what link I don't know. If you get a new link, continue. Otherwise, talk to Srikanth sir to get the new link. Sir, our basis work, what is that? You said our basis work, what is that? I didn't remember where I said our basis work. Acha, consultants, freelancers will work in the company and they charge company based on hours. For a per hour they charge. Generally, employees will charge per month. These consultants will charge per hour. Okay. Why Hibernate name is given as Hibernate? I will talk in next class. Today time is not sufficient. Acha, how I update the knowledge? I work for company as a consultant. I have a R&D team. So all these things are enough for me to update myself. And I'm a quick learner. And moreover, the person who knows 20, adding another two things is not going to take much time. Okay. Adding another two things is not going to take much time. When I give the interview, I forget what I know. Very simple. Go to interview by assuming you are going to fail. Then tension and fear will not be there. Expectation will not be there. Then you will perform naturally. If you go to interview, I may lose the job. What happens to my career? Don't think like that. Go to interview by assuming you are going to fail. By assuming you are not going to get the job. Automatically, dareness will come to give all the answers. Sir, I recommend to work with Oracle also because Oracle is most popularly used in Java projects. What framework for ORM in Python is used? Go and ask Python faculty. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what's there in Python. I think as a Python guy, I don't think why are you looking into Java, or as a Java guy, why are you looking into Python? Okay, I really don't know. Fine. But in .NET, I know there is a link framework in .NET. There is a link framework in .NET. Okay, fine. Hibernate URL is there. Google Form URL is there. Please upload your ID card of both sides. Link already sent. It is already there in the group. Link already sent. Already there in the group. Okay. Anyone can paste Hibernate Google Form link? Yes. Hibernate Google Form link. Yes, this is Hibernate Google Form link, boss. Right. Only for pre-receipt that you discuss with Srikanth sir. That you discuss with Srikanth sir whether only free receipts will be accepted or not. Oracle any version is okay. 11G is quite comfortable. PLC equal required. Yes, little bit required, but I only teach, don't worry. Little bit required. Oracle is not free. How to get it? Oracle is not free, but for academics, that is free. Okay. Website means just provides the information. Blog means some interactions will be there. Questioning and answering will be there. Any fee concession for Spring and Hibernate? I joined my sister core Java. Do one thing. Okay, talk to Srikanth sir, because financial discussion don't do with me. Is the best version. Kumar M. Because my ID card in Hyderabad, but I stay in village. Talk to Srikanth sir. Talk to Srikanth sir. And sir number is also given there. Thank you. Have a nice time. Tomorrow we'll meet.